back!
Hey, hon.
Hi.
Hi, cheers.
Cheers. Wow, just right into it. Just glug glug, okay.
I love it. I was going to say ASMR for everyone. We got our glass straws so you can hear a little... And what are we drinking today, Nikki?
You made us a beautiful little Aperol Spritz, which, honestly, lately, my favorite drink.
So good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We said it before, but, like, the bitterness for bitter bitches, okay?
Yeah.
Just bitter bitches. But...
I feel like it's aspirational in these dark days of winter because it feels very summery.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I want to be, like, on the Amalfi Coast, you know?
Oh my god, I wish. Especially here in Philly, it's literally been, like, 0 degrees.
Brutal.
The last week.
The brutalist.
The brutalist.
Mm-hmm.
What's the brutalist even about?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Actually,
Anyway.
I think it's about Jewish people.
Oh, right.
Shouldn't you know?
I should, yeah.
Wait, I actually did want to tell you.
But it uses AI.
Well, there's controversy with it.
So
I mean, I
controversy.
don't know the details, but
We'll
I did want to
into it.
tell you. You know what I had for breakfast?
A bagel and lox.
Yes! How did you know?
I mean, I figured. You were like leading up to it. You really led me in.
I was like, no, it wasn't a bagel. It was sourdough.
Wow.
But I went to breakfast and I had sourdough with some delicious cream cheese with chives all mixed in.
I love
and
it,
then
chive cream cheese.
Some gravel honey.
Yummy.
You know that's my favorite.
Fabulous.
I'm like, wow, I'm so Eric right now.
Yeah, I love that.
That's such a you thing.
It really is.
I feel like you're the first person like that kind of introduced me to that.
It's the best.
It's the best.
It's so good. It's such a good, like, indulgent, like, weekend breakfast.
Weekend breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I would never on, like, a weekday.
Oh, no. The amount of cream cheese I ate, it was literally a ball of cream cheese. They served me truly,
Where did you go?
Hig. Bar Hig.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm. Love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it because, you know, like, when you go to breakfast, they give you, like, coffee, and it's, like, the tiniest little cup of coffee.
Yeah.
No, they give you, like, giant, like mugs, like...
Wait, Huga.
Camping mugs.
Huga.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Huga.
From Frozen on stage, remember?
Oh my god, you're
Huga,
right.
Huga,
Wow.
Huga, Huga.
I'm really dumb.
But it is that, right?
It is that.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, but it's...
That makes sense, because it's kind of like a Scandinavian campy vibe, like camping vibe.
Yeah, well, that's me. Literally, like, Jewish Scandinavian. I'm like, smoked fish. There you go.
You need to go.
Yeah, I do need to go.
It's really good. Oh my god, I would go back in a heartbeat.
Love it. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't spend enough time there. I would go.
It's a cute area.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think it's good to, like, do nice little, like, cozy hoop things on the weekend at this time of year. Like, listen, we've been through hell these past couple of weeks.
Period.
Just this past week has just been, like, nonstop
bullshit. TikTok ban.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
People were freaking out about it.
I low-key was... I don't really, like, post anything on TikTok, but
Sure.
I truly, like... I feel like the last month, all I've done in my, like, extracurricular time is scroll through TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just, like... I've been like, wow, I'm really connecting with these people.
Yeah. Never appreciate a good thing till it's gone.
And then I was really scared because I was like, what am I going to do now? And then... And also, like, the messaging around it was absolutely insane.
Terrifying. Like, I literally felt sick over it. I was like, is this a joke? It was like...
It was like, we're working hand in hand with Donald Trump. I was like, please.
We're so grateful to our brave, strong president. I was like, I'm going to throw up.
I was like, maybe I shouldn't come back to it, actually.
To be honest, I haven't posted
we
since.
should go on Red Note.
Oh, like, that's so much better, please.
I don't know. I feel like it might be.
I don't know. Maybe. Listen, all of that is to say, wherever you're watching this, like, I'm grateful for wherever you found it. If you found it on Spotify, if you found it on YouTube, if you found it on Instagram, like, you know, however it makes to you, I'm just grateful you made it here. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
But that was crazy with TikTok.
That was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
For real. No, actually, I'm not going to get that deep right now. That's, like, too much.
Yeah.
I was, like, about to be like, I really feel like they banned it because people were really, like, finally speaking their mind and, like, their truth about, like, how anti-government they are.
Yeah.
Everything.
Sure, maybe.
And I honestly, because maybe I'm just, like, a crazy person, but that was my entire feed.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. No, I think especially by the end, people were really, like, felt like the
over
walls
it. Like,
in.
over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the amount of, like, tearful goodbye videos people
crazy.
made, like, it was...
And then, 12 hours later, okay, it's back.
Crazy.
Like, what?
Wow.
They're trying to, like, screw with us.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Speaking of tearful goodbyes, Traders.
Oh. I mean, that kind of was a tearful goodbye.
Yeah.
I feel bad for, who was it? What's her name?
She's one of the Bambis.
The Bambis, yeah. Perica? No.
So we really loved her.
Wow, we really loved her. She
but,
was fine. She was nice. I
guess.
I
mean, I think, you know what I'm noticing now watching this is so, like, backseat driver to say, but I'm like, some of these traders are just not playing a good game.
No, they're not playing a good game.
I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
listen, I love Bob, and
she
really
put a target on her own back. What were you doing?
She put the target on her back. Oh my god. Honestly though, the acting was really good at that last round table.
It was good.
It was really, really good.
Yeah. It was good television. It was entertaining.
Oh, yeah. Great
How about her dragging like Zac Efron? I grew up with an actor.
I know.
Not a good one.
That low key kind of pissed me off a little
I was like, that was really mean.
I love Zac Efron. And I love Dylan Efron, but I really love Zac.
Yeah. He's so hot. Yeah. Yeah, that was messed up, but I mean, whatever. She was trying to be, like, good TV. That was, like, the whole point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Messy. Great. Loved it.
Sure.
I do feel like, I'm a little worried because I feel like some really strong characters have been voted off early on. It's like, what do we have now? Chrishell? Great.
Yeah. I know. I'm, like, kind of trying to... At this point, I mean, this is kind of early still, but I'm like... I don't see how the traders are going to pull this off because I'm like, they've just been so sloppy. They're not on the same page. They're all throwing each other under the bus the whole time. Like, and I don't think the Faithfuls are doing a particularly good job. I just think the traders are really incompetent. Like,
you know what else I really don't love about this season? And I've heard other people talk about this.
I have a feeling I know what you're going to say.
It's just like really misogynistic.
Yes.
It feels.
And it feels like homophobic.
Very like... Last season felt that way too when Peppermint went home first, but this season specifically, it's like such a straight bro, like...
Yep.
And it's just like, ugh. Even the first episode when they didn't get off the, like...
Yeah.
The boat first.
Yeah.
Or, like, they made other people get off the boat because they needed the shield, like...
Yep.
What?
I know. And I'm like, weird. The way they all talk about it too, they're like, oh, well, men are just, like, stronger, and they're just, like, more cunning, and they're just, like, smarter. I'm like...
Yeah.
Shut up.
Shut the hell up.
Also, like, that's not... Who wants to see that? Oh, like, a bunch of just, like, straight men, like, winning a bunch of money and winning a prize. I'm like, you don't need to be on a game show.
No.
You have the entire world.
Yeah,
Like, that's not good.
I'm not loving that aspect of it.
No.
Ugh, yeah. I don't know. This season really feels like more so very that vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's those Survivor men. They're crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely weird.
They're crazy. But I do love Survivor, too.
See, I never really got into it, but I feel like watching the show now, because there's so much lore of like, oh, this person's a Survivor alum, this person's a Big Brother alum.
The new seasons of Survivor, they like revamped the whole thing, basically, and now it's like so much different. They've done a really good job at like making the cast super diverse, super like LGBT friendly. Like it's like honestly really great, and it's more so about being smart than being like strong and like doing all of that kind of stuff. And
they don't have them do such like disgusting stuff anymore. It's less like Fear Factory where they're like, eat this fucking cricket. Whatever. I mean,
like they do like it's optional kind of. Like the last season, I think they had a eating thing, but like I think it was optional if they wanted to do it for like some extra like thing. Yeah, but. Yeah, no, it's not gross. I feel like they do like physical challenges, but like a lot of them now are like puzzles.
It's like puzzles, yeah.
And like just things that you definitely have to think more. Like not so and endurance, not necessarily just like being strong.
I think for the most part traders is like that too, which is why it's bullshit that the men are like, oh, we're so strong, like we have to be the ones to do it. I'm like, go to hell. Whatever. All I have to say, I'm saying it here and now. I don't care who wins as long as it's not a straight man. There, I said it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Always.
And I think that's about anything in life.
Anything.
Literally, yes.
Oh,
yeah. Sick. Wait, you were telling me earlier about this, like, crazy piece of, like, celestial news.
Yeah, because I just feel like we're filming this day. This is a very special day. Mm-hmm. I don't know, once in every, like, 2,000 some years.
That's wild.
The planets literally are in full alignment today.
Like,
which is honestly wild. I mean, the energy is crazy out here.
Tell me about it.
I don't know. I think it's honestly because of TikTok that I've become so weird and, like, focused on energetic
New age
like, fields. Like, wow, I'm like a crystal baby now.
Sure.
I don't know.
I feel like you've been.
I think I've been, but now I'm really...
Yeah.
Now I'm just really leaning in because I'm like, you know, what else? What else is there? Goddamn.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, why
but yeah, no, the planets are aligned, so everybody get some manifestations going on, journal, just like spend some time alone thinking about your goals and
your life, your future,
all of it. Yeah, literally like Hercules. The planets aligned ever so nicely.
He's like, oi,
verse.
Oi. God, it's a shame that James Woods is such a Trump-loving piece of shit.
I know. His
so
voice
funny.
work is so fucking funny.
Hysterical.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
And on Family Guy, he's so funny on Family Guy too.
As himself.
So
weird.
Yeah, it's so good.
I love it.
Me too.
Yeah. So more broadly, we'll get into it in greater detail, but like, give our folks a little preview. What are we talking about this week? There's so much going on.
So we've got some Oscar talk.
Yeah.
The noms came out on Thursday.
Very exciting.
Thursday, very exciting.
After a couple delays, actually. Because we had originally planned to film this very episode a week or so ago.
Yeah.
And, like, we'll say, just, like, obviously devastating what's going on with the fires and everything, and completely think they did the right thing by delaying it. Like, obviously us being like, I want to see it now, but, like, it would have been so insensitive for them to have, like, done it. So I think they've waited an appropriate amount of time, so... I also think the announcements themselves were really entertaining.
They were.
We'll get into that.
This is the first time I really... Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait for that. Other than that, we got some music updates, pop culture music.
Mm-hmm. The queens are queening, mama.
What else do we got? Maybe some like other movie news.
Yeah.
Disney live action news.
Yeah, some rumors. Not really news.
Not really news, yeah. And then some updates in the park.
Yeah, stuff's happening in the parks. Some new gear. Shovels in the ground, like you said.
Putting the shovels in the ground.
Yeah, I love it.
It's very exciting.
Good. Well, then we'll get into it.
Let's get into it.
Awesome. All right. We'll be right back after this. And we're back. Wonderful.
Oh.
Yeah. So we were talking a little bit earlier about the Oscars. So you tuned into the announcements.
I did.
I know, because we were live texting the entire time.
We were texting each other. I was
7 a.m.
laying in my bed.
Yeah.
On my phone.
Yeah.
On YouTube. Yeah. I loved it. I've never watched them live before, so it was kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I like that they like... It's just because it's the Academies, they have to like make a big deal out of everything and make it so like
big whoop
pomp and circumstance,
or
whatever. So they can't just like tweet them out. They have to like have two people in gowns, you know, reading it out, whatever. So
Bowen, God, Bowen,
I mean, he is literally like fully an A-list star now.
He's an A-list.
It's like crazy.
I'm obsessed. I really love him.
Yeah, I really love him too. I'm like, talk about manifesting. I'm like, he's gonna be our friend.
Bitch, if I ever get to meet him, I will shit my pants.
Yeah, same. I love him so much.
I really do too. Oh, he's so great. Fanny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did great.
And then the girl from Bottoms, I don't remember her name.
Rachel Sennett.
Yeah, she was really funny too. I actually love her too.
She definitely got the like ha-has in the middle
she
of it.
Was
like calm down. Like, still serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple places where she was literally like, it was like too far. Like even Bowen was a little like, oh,
I would
bitch,
not.
Like,
I wouldn't be able to do it. Seriously, there's no way.
Crazy. She was like cracking up.
Yeah, I would be.
I would be most stressed about like the pronuncifying of people's names.
Yes.
Like,
oh my God, me too.
Oh my God, there's so many names that you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like
what?
Also, TikTok, speaking of, like, has ruined me because, like, every name of, like, a movie, plus when they read, like, the producers, whatever, it sounds just like a TikTok bit. Like, they're like,
oh, I know.
Such and such produced by blah, blah, blah.
And they're like...
From France.
Wait, what were they saying? They were like, nominees
to be
determined.
Yeah, to be determined. It's like, what?
I was like, wait, what? She said, yeah. She was like, somebody didn't
get
fill out
your
their
paperwork in, people.
It's like, that is kind of
crazy.
Embarrassing.
That is kind of bullshit. Especially because they delayed it twice. I'm like, what are you waiting for?
Like, what are you doing?
Stupid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unprofessional.
Dismissed. Yeah.
But we are very excited because Wicked got how many noms? 10. That's really good.
It's really good.
I'm
it
really
felt
happy.
like it was the most nominated at the time, and we
felt
even
like
said to each other.
We were texting, we were like, yes, Wicked is sweeping. And then
they really kind of did.
Come to realize there was one other movie that got more noms than Wicked somehow. I'm like, wait,
not even just more noms than Wicked, second most of all time.
Of all time.
Sickening. Like,
which is another musical, which, like, what?
I can't.
Wicked is the only musical.
I don't even want to say the name of it.
I don't either. I don't want to talk about it, actually. I do want to talk about it, but I'm like, oh my God, I'm just like...
You haven't seen it, have you? Or have you?
Oh, I've just watched clips.
Yeah.
Because honestly...
It's painful. The clips are enough.
It's so annoying, but I have that song in my head truly 24/7. Very nice to meet you. I like, okay, I can't
It's so bad.
I really have that in my head at all times.
It's so bad.
It's really
I'm like, I saw someone tweet this or something about how, like, this getting as many nominations as it did really is just, like, proof that, like rage bait, like, it has to be, what else?
Yeah,
like,
I'm
really... like, it's that bad, like, that just people are, like, talking about it, so that's why it got all this attention, like...
I guess. I'm really hoping that, like, I feel like enough people are saying that, no, actually, it's not good. It's not good. That it doesn't win that much.
Yeah, well, I saw another tweet that someone said, and I was like, this really tells me everything I need to know, which is that it's, like, the fact that it got all these Oscar nominations, not a single GLAAD Award nomination, should tell you everything you need to know.
Exactly.
Like,
no, that's so true. That is...
Listen, I'm very happy for the lead that she made history as being first Best Actress nominee as a trans person. That's incredible. Good for her.
And I've heard that she's great in it. I know that the acting is probably very good, but it's just like... It feels to me like somebody literally... A 2-year-old wrote the music and, like, threw it in some random...
It's like pee-pee, poopy, la la la.
Like, what is happening here?
No, it's not.
And good. I'm sorry, but the vocals are
not vocaling.
Not vocaling. I mean, Wicked. Like, what?
Literally Wicked, yeah. And, like, they got a Best Director nom, did they not? I think they did.
I would hope so. They didn't do any... Or I would hope not. They didn't do any research.
But that's the crazy thing is that, like, famously, John M. Chu
well, you know what?
was
you know
snubbed.
What else? Who's the designer that literally produced it?
Of Amelia Perez?
Yeah.
Who?
It's like... Wait, I gotta look it up. One sec.
Oh, no. That's so crazy. I didn't even realize
it's
the designer
literally
produced
it. It's like a fashion designer produced
because it's from France.
Yes. Hang on.
Oh, my God. Every new fact that I learn about this movie, the, like, more annoyed and angry I get, which, again, is why I'm like, is it rage bait? Like, are people literally just, like, they're just trying to get people to talk about it. That's all it is. Like, but, like, so the Academy fell for it? So they just nominated them 13 times then? I mean, that's insane. I don't know. I really did feel like I'm grateful for every one of those noms that Wicked got, but it does feel especially painful to feel like they didn't get the most... And it's to that movie, which is also a musical. Like, not good. Not good at all.
Oh, Saint Laurent.
Ugh.
Literally. So they've definitely been funneling money, you know. That's why it's getting nominated, low-key. High-key.
Yeah, I mean, but you think that Universal Pictures doesn't have money to funnel into getting noms, too?
Well, true, but I don't know. It's like...
Yeah, I don't know. That is crazy,
weird.
Though. Yeah, I mean, shifting gears to, like, more positive things. I mean, I think, like, I am excited about some of the other ones. I did finally watch The Substance.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Disgusting. But, like, amazing.
Iconic.
Incredible.
Like, I truly was sweating the first time I saw it because I was so, like...
yeah.
My body was having almost a violent reaction to the disturbing... visuals that I was
the sounds were worse. I'm like, the like, really squishy,
bad. Like... No, but specifically I'm like, the end scene when they're in the movie theater.
Oh my God.
Or the theater, whatever.
Yeah.
I was literally, like, sweating. I was like, this is, like,
it's a lot.
Much.
Yeah.
But they just kept going with it, which honestly I appreciate so much. I'm like,
committed to it.
This movie just was like, we are going to give you what you want. And we are just going to keep giving you more and more and more and more and more and just, like, never stop.
Forever. Yeah.
Forever. Like, forever.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I mean, it really is. It's incredible.
It's incredible. The performances are...
So happy for Demi Moore.
So amazing.
Yeah.
Demi Moore ate that.
She did eat. You know what really did it for me, and it's not even a gross scene, but I turned to my husband when we were watching it, and I was like, I see why she got the nom. Yes, literally. Specifically, not the like mirror. The mirror is so good, but actually, I thought the phone call, the part where she actually calls that like nerdy guy that she went to elementary school with, and she's like
shaking.
Oh, are you still there? Oh, I'm so excited to see you.
Her little dead finger, whatever the hell. She's like
opera gloves. Yeah.
Ew.
I'm like, but that part, she was acting down. That was so good. Yes. I was like, all right, yeah, she deserves this nomination. So and I feel like she's gonna take it.
She ate that too.
She did. She was really good.
She was really good.
Yeah, and I'm still just burned into my brain her hot boyfriend's hairy ass. It's literally like a half a second. They just do a split back, but you see it jiggle, and I was like, Oh, my goodness.
Oh, so, yeah, that's literally the first part you, like, tell me that you remember, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah. But I was like, you don't remember the boob falling out of, like,
of course I remember it. Of course I remember it, but I was like, the image that really stuck with me was that hairy man butt.
Yeah.
Is an image, speaking of images emerging, I'm like, as someone who's been editing these episodes for weeks now, and I'm putting these clips together, I'm like, why is every single one of them is just like, Eric is the thirstiest, horniest. Every episode, I'm like, God, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's so hot. And then last week it was like, wow, Jonathan Bailey's so hot. And then this week I was like, did you see that hairy man butt in the Substance? Like... Down, boy.
Chill out.
Yeah, like, get the hose.
Don't make me get the hose.
Like, oh, God, it's hot in here.
It is. But honestly, that movie's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I did, like, the second time I watched it, I was like, oh, wow. I almost didn't make it fully through because I was like, I don't know if I could really handle this again, but...
Yeah. See, I felt a little desensitized to it because I felt like I waited so long to watch it. I felt like every other gay person on the planet had already seen it, and obviously spoilers everywhere. And, like, I, in general, don't really care about spoilers usually. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know this. You and I, every time a new attraction's coming to Disney, we're like, show me the, like, behind the scenes.
POV.
Literally. So I'm like, I wasn't so worried about it. I've, like, had seen most of it, and I knew what was going to happen. So I was prepared for it to be, like, disgusting. And it was.
And
there was still, like...
But you know what? Like, I think... Knowing that it was like, well, I mean, of course it was practical effects, but like, I don't know. It was disgusting, but you could also kind of tell that it was like a lot of prosthetics. Like, it was like, you could... Which
made it even better.
It was cool. Great. I loved that, but it definitely like took the disgusting factor out of it a little bit for me. I don't know. Yeah. Like, it didn't look so over the top real to me. Yeah. That's what I think was like good about it for me.
Yeah. I also thought the end when her like tooth like falls out.
Oh my god! But also, like, how funny when she's like Monstro Elizasu and she's getting ready. She takes the earring and like sticks it in her like fleshy head. I can't. And then she like burns the.
I literally laughed when she like burned her hair off the girl.
I mean, it is comedy. It
is
really
funny.
It's
like goofy.
It's so campy.
I feel like that's like part of what also like makes it less like gross because you're like, what? Like who? I literally laughed like when she's like,
yeah, it's like,
and then just pulls, just the hair is gone, and it's like, well, okay.
I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna put on this face, and I'm just gonna go.
I was also giggling in the last like 30 seconds of the movie where it's just like her face like in like a puddle, and she's like, ugh!
Oh yeah, and it ends where it begins on the star. Like,
yeah.
The filmography. Is that
it's great.
It's amazing.
Cinematography.
Yeah. Filmography.
Yeah. Hairography. There was a lot of hairography in that movie.
There was. Yeah. On butts.
Pump it up.
On butts.
Yeah. A lot of buttography. Mm-hmm. Bootyography.
That song is so good too. Don't you know? Pump it up.
Her gross next door neighbor who was like, all right, see you tonight. I'm like, she's like, get the fuck away from me.
Oh yeah, how about when she's like the hag? Like literally like cooking the soup, she's literally like the hag from Snow White.
Horrifying. The eggs, she's like scrambling the eggs and they're like spraying in her face. I was like, oh.
That was
the chicken leg, pulling the chicken leg out of the belly button.
Honestly, the parts with the food were more disgusting to me than like the body
shrimp,
were.
like Dennis Quaid eating the shrimp. That was honestly probably the most disgusting thing.
Disgusting.
His teeth are so gross. I was like,
he really played that part well too. Misogynist. AF.
He is another big Trump guy. So what do you expect?
Like, wow, makes sense.
Shocking.
Okay. Wow.
Nick Parker. I know he was so hot in that movie. I would be his Meredith Blake in that movie.
Hell yeah.
I would just be her in general.
Hello, Meredith Blake.
Chessie! Yeah.
Chessie!
Just what we need in a big house like this. I love it.
I'm number 26.
Yeah, so good. Amazing. We should do a rewatch of that for the pod, honestly.
Oh, 1 million
like really do like a deep dive.
Top 5 movies.
Oh, it's so
for
good.
Me.
Yeah.
Ever.
I love it. Yeah. Speaking of numbers and countdowns, I feel like maybe we should start talking about another icon.
Goo.
Lady Goo.
Lady Goo.
So what's been going on with her this week, honey?
Honey, I honestly don't know. That's all you.
Have you been following along?
I mean, sort of. I know that she's counting down to something. Mm-hmm. I don't know where we're at, but...
Listen, I could be your doctor. I could cure your disease, honey.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the Mayhem.
Oh God, that's what it's called.
Allegedly. By the time this airs, we may know. We may know.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, when's like the end of the countdown?
I think it's going to be happening, from when we're filming this in the next day or so. But by the time you're hearing this, probably like will have already been announced. But we've been counting down, or I guess up. We started with LG1. And I don't know, did you go to our website and see?
No.
It's just like a...
I'm a bad fan.
No, I mean, I only saw it because it was on Twitter, and then I was like, is this real? And then I went and looked, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's basically just like a visualizer, like a screensaver on our website, and like there's no text, it's just like colors, but every day the like color scheme and like icons and styles have changed to be like each of her albums, and it's counted up. So it's been like the Fame, and it was all like black and white and kind of silver, and then it was the Fame Monster and had like red in it, and whatever. So yesterday was Joanne, so it was like pastel blue and pink. Yeah. So like I think today is Chromatica.
Oh my God, we gotta look. We'll
look
after the pod.
Yeah. So anyway, but it's just funny because people figured out like what it's going to be, because apparently she's going to be on the cover of Elle magazine, and you can pre-order it on Amazon now, and Amazon has like the cover up already, and it's like Lady Gaga announces Mayhem. I'm like, okay, so it's Mayhem.
Okay, it's Mayhem.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
Mayhem lead single, Disease.
I like Disease. I really do.
I do too. She ate.
Yeah, she did.
It's good. I love when she's weird and spooky. That's her comfort zone.
Literally all I want from her.
That's all I ever want, except for Joanne, which is not weird and spooky.
And honestly, like art pop wasn't like super spooky, but
it was weird. But it didn't have in spook. It made up for in weird. It was fucking weird.
But honestly, loved it.
Slade. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
it is good. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. That announcement is coming. God willing. We'll get a Beyoncé announcement. Where is this queen? I mean, again, I understand.
There's a lot going on. She postponed
did the right thing.
She did the right thing.
But honestly, I'm going to say this. I feel like no one's happier than her that she got to postpone the announcement. She was like, oh, good, I have a little bit more time.
She's like, great, give me a few more weeks.
Yeah, noticeably.
Noticeably.
She did not give like a postponement date. She was just like, coming later. And we're like, when? Yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, did you see the rumor what the announcement is going to be?
A tour.
That's what everyone thinks.
But I really,
But did you see why?
No, because I would be surprised if it was a tour.
I would be too, but, and this is crazy, but like sleuths, whatever, and this isn't even that sleuthy because this is all just public. You go see it. Literally, her like dance captain literally posted on Instagram stories being like, I need a sublet for my apartment for the next 6 months, whatever. It's like,
cat's out of the bag.
I mean,
yeah.
First of all, why are these girls needing sublets? Beyonce, pay these girls. Like
you should still be able to pay your rent. Hello?
Like, I don't know.
Hello.
Listen. Anyway, if it's a tour, like, I'm great. I'm excited. I'll be there with my cowboy hat on, like Doug Dimmadome. This ain't Texas! Woo! Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, yeah, no, I will absolutely be there.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know. What's the holdup? Let us know.
I'm also like, do you think it'll be a full tour? I feel like it'll be like...
No, it'll be like an a Chromatica tour. It'll be like 6 stops. It'll be like mini. It'll be like DC, New York, LA, Chicago.
Because she always has to freaking copy Gaga and how she does her things.
I think she's going to do like a mini, especially for this, which is crazy because I feel like this album, being the kind of music it is, like you should be touring the States. Go everywhere. Like... Go to Tulsa, like go to freaking, go all over Texas, like do it all. But I don't know, I guess we'll see. Famously, I feel like she always makes announcements. People joke like at tax season because it's like, oh, you got your tax return, good, spend it all on Beyonce. She comes around every tax return season with her hand out.
And that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
But I always feel like you and I think about it as being like, well, it's around our birthday. Beyonce makes these big announcements. Mm-hmm. So I feel like maybe she's just as happy because it's like...
Because last year at around our birthday, the album was released.
Yep.
And I was in Disney.
Yep. So, there you go.
That was like a great little birthday.
Yeah, I love it. I love when Beyonce comes and delivers on birthday. So we'll see. I don't know. More to come, but... There's lots of rumors swirling, and actually, we have more rumors to discuss, but we can talk about those
right after this.
See you soon.
And we're back.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay, so
rumors.
Rumors about...
Not the Fleetwood Mac album.
Is that happening?
Isn't it called Rumors?
Oh, yeah, it is. The best album, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Disney live action.
So many rumors. I'm like, I don't know how I feel like none of them are substantiated. I feel like people go crazy with these live-action dream castings. But some of them I feel like I could definitely see, so I'm like, maybe there's something to it. So there's definitely, I feel like there's two. There's like a bunch of Hercules rumors going around, and then they're also starting to get some live-action Rapunzel, like Tangled rumors too. So
I've heard a few rumors about Tangled.
Yeah.
I heard that they were maybe thinking of pivoting to like a Mother Gothel.
Yeah.
Like origin story, which honestly would be very cool.
Like Maleficent with Sleeping Beauty.
Yes, exactly.
Great.
Which would be cool. I love that idea.
Yeah, because like give it to like a mother to like act down.
Crazy.
Like you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like how Angelina did in Maleficent. I'm like, we need like a certified like capital M mother to come out and like
who would be your dream Mother Gothel?
I mean, like the rumor that I keep seeing that I'm like, yes, please do this is like Catherine Hahn. It should be Catherine Hahn.
Of course.
Like
that would be
100%
amazing.
Like would slay. Like and this is one of the ones where I'm like, I feel like there's a lot of merit to it, which is famously, especially with live actions, Disney loves to recycle their people.
They do.
Exactly twice. They love to use their people in two things. And there's so many examples of this, famously Angelina Jolie in Maleficent and Eternals, like Emily Blunt in Mary Poppins and The Jungle Cruise. Like,
you're so right.
The Rock in The Jungle Cruise and the live action Moana. Yeah, like they love to recycle and use their actors, like, or like Chris Evans is Buzz Lightyear and Captain America. Like they use them twice and that's it. And I'm like, no one ever works for Disney. Just once.
I've never realized that, but that is like
there's many such examples. I mean, you can find. I could go on forever if I really looked into it, but like truly, there's so many where it's sort of like, oh yeah, they're in this and that, or they're in this and this. Like, so. Just saying, like, there's definitely a really
Tom Hanks, Walt Disney and Saving Mr. Banks, and
famously Woody.
Famous Woody.
Yeah. There's so many of them. Yeah, like you could go on forever with it. But I think that like, and especially when you see with like how they are doing it with like live actions and things, like I don't know, man. Like I could really see it being like a Catherine Hahn did her bit for like Marvel, and she was in Agatha and you know WandaVision, which I count all as one because it's all the same character, and then like. Did a Mother Gothel thing.
That'd be amazing. I mean, I kind of, I don't know, I love like just a regular remake too. To be honest, I don't, Maleficent, I think, was good, but I don't know. I'm not like, the second one was not good, first of all. The first one was like decent, but I don't know.
Although I do love Michelle Pfeiffer. She's so good.
Yes. She is great. But I just love a villain just being straight up evil and like not...
Like I don't need to be sympathetic to them.
I don't really need to know your backstory. I just want you to be like a badass crazy bitch.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's fair.
But either way, whatever. I mean, Sabrina Carpenter is another rumor that we have for potentially playing Rapunzel, which...
I feel like she's old for it. I know it sounds horrible to say, but she's like... Isn't she like 27 or something?
She gives me baby, though. She just looks like a baby.
Yeah, she's a very sexy baby.
She's a sexy baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that would support the Disney recycling theory because she was Girl Meets World.
That's true.
So there you go.
Yeah.
She is a Disney Channel girl.
I could see that. I mean, people have also been saying that like she's a little too risque for that, which...
Where?
I mean, her album, her music.
But it's not. It's like her album is like
I know it's tongue in cheek, but like
13 maybe. Like it's like the most like Yoo-hoo boys like wink wink.
Oh,
like,
I know you love to say that like Betty Boop.
But it is Betty Boop.
I know.
It's like it's not actually like slutty. It's like fake slutty.
It is fake slutty, I guess.
What's actually slutty about it? She's not out here literally talking
innuendo, about innuendo. I don't know.
Literally. Yeah, I don't know. I think Sabrina Carpenter. I feel like is a little too like dream casting. I feel like people are just like she's popular and she's blonde, so she should be it.
I also originally heard. Also, I get everything from Grace Randolph. All right. Beyond the trailer, she's my girl.
Go ahead,
I'm
Queen.
obsessed with her.
Mm-hmm.
She is an icon. Whatever. Follow her on YouTube. She's great.
Mm-hmm.
But she, I think, maybe said originally that they were going to try to like race bend the whole story, which honestly I would have loved that too, but
great.
I don't know where they are. I feel like they might just end up going kind of straightforward.
Well, especially because like the cultural landscape now is going to be like less. I mean, not that they're ever open to race bending in Disney, as we've seen, unfortunately, with like Peter Pan, with freaking Little Mermaid, like. So, I mean, people are never happy about it, but I feel like especially now the cultural landscape, like they're going to be even less. Like, why isn't there room for pretty blonde white girls in the world? And you're so right. It's so hard out there. Like, please.
Yeah.
But I totally could see that happening. I also saw the worst, and I was like, this has to just be like a joke and rage bait. I saw someone say literally that Benny Blanco was being considered for Flynn Rider. I was like,
that is definitely
riot.
Rage bait. Are you kidding me?
I would show up to Walt Disney Studios in Burbank with a pitchfork myself. Anyway. What was I saying?
Hercules.
These Hercules rumors have been all over the place. So I feel like there's a couple things. Like, I've heard some about, obviously, Meg.
Being Ari.
But she is, like, flatly denied
like, absolutely not.
She's like, nope, yeah.
Which I think is a smart move for her in her career. I feel like she is going to play, Breakfast at Tiffany's was her name again?
Yeah, Audrey Hepburn. Yeah. I mean, she's been giving those, like, hints with her, like, press tour looks. Like, all of these red carpet looks have been giving, like, exactly 1960s, like, Dior kind of inspired, like, her bangs and everything.
That would be the smart move for her.
Yeah, I mean, go do a biopic of, like, a prestige actress like that. Like, she'll get the nom this time, thank God, good for her, but, like...
I hope she wins.
I don't think she's going to.
I don't either.
I feel like Isabella Rossellini is going to win. Because, I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, people love her.
Zoe. I think Zoe's going to win.
But she's won so many, like, things before, hasn't she?
No. Not really.
She's been nominated?
She's been nominated. I don't think she's won.
Oh, God.
I think they're going to give it to her.
It's going to be so upsetting. I don't even want to talk about it. But I agree. I think it would be a good move for Ari, because it's like, fine, get the nom now and then actually win it later.
Okay, so the other rumors, though, that I heard about Hercules... Which, honestly, I could get behind this. Zendaya as Meg would be iconic.
It would, but I feel like she's, like, too big for it.
I feel like she's probably too big for it, too. I heard Paul Mescal for Hercules.
I feel like that's just people being like, he's in Gladiator, right?
He looks like Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like I believe the Hercules rumors even less than I believe the, like, Rapunzel rumors.
I agree.
Like,
well, I think well, actually, they're moving forward on both, aren't they? Like,
yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, Hercules is also opening in the West End soon, too.
Oh, yeah, you saw it. You saw it.
It was so good. It was really good. It was fun. But I think they've changed it a lot at, like, every step. As they should. That's how these, like, previews work. But, like, I saw it in Paper Mill 2 years ago in the winter.
Oh my God, it was already 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2023.
I remember, like, talking to you about it.
Yeah, I think. Wow. Yeah, and then it was in Germany, like, this past year, over the summer. And now it's coming to the West End. So this is, like, the biggest real, like, basically Broadway.
It's amazing.
But, I mean, it's incredible. And, like, it lends itself well to the stage. The music is incredible. It's so catchy and, like, fun. And, like, the costumes, you know, they do some fun things with them. So I'm curious to see kind of, like, how it does once it actually opens and everything. But, like, to me, that's one where I'm like, I love Hercules down. But, like, I'm like, maybe that one just, like, lives on stage and we don't need a live action of it. But they're never going to let a good thing be. Disney's like squeezing every drop,
literally,
out of every piece of IP that they have.
Oh,
so
they love doing that.
Yeah. Speaking of screwing things up, new things coming to the parks.
Yay! Honestly, though, I'm excited.
No, there's some pretty good stuff happening. I feel
there is. We've got shovels in the ground.
Yeah.
At the Tropical Americas in Animal Kingdom.
Yep. They officially shut down Dinorama.
Rip. Wow, we said that at the same time.
Sisters.
Hallie. We're like twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Wow.
What was I saying?
The Tropical Americas, Anto. I think that's, like, a very smart move on their end.
Yeah, I mean,
and I really do love that movie.
It'll be fun.
I mean, I think that lends itself perfectly to, like, a dark ride, trackless.
Yeah.
Going through the house, like, seeing the different rooms.
It's going to be like Runaway Railway, but, like...
Yeah.
But the casita. Yeah.
The casita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Fun. And they've also started, well, they gave us an announcement. We knew it was coming, but we were waiting for the shoe to drop. But, like, they gave us an announcement about Muppet 3D. So everyone's like...
Sad. But, I mean, the rumor was that obviously they're going to try to preserve the movie somehow, I guarantee you it's just going to be on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Which is, like, fine. I kind of wish, I think we talked about it already, but, like, I wish that they would just move it to, like, that theater where the Cars show is near Rock and Roller Coaster and just have, like, another mini Muppet Land. Yeah. It doesn't have to be crazy, but, like, at least just preserve it there. Yeah. They have their own little mini land, you know?
Well, it's funny because I saw some folks in, Diz Twitter discussing this about how, like, why are we tearing anything down at Hollywood Studios? Because it's literally like, Lord knows there's enough dead ends in that park already anyway. Like, why do we care about taking things down? Just, like, build shit out more. Add more stuff to the park. Like, connect some areas. Like, get creative and do things. Like, give us a park that's got more than, like, 3 things to do in it. I feel like there was some poll that went out about, like, people feeling like Hollywood Studios is moving in the right direction or the wrong direction, and people are literally like, it doesn't even have an identity anymore. Like, what even is this junk drawer of a park now? It's just crap everywhere. Like,
and it really is, like, the crowd flow, like, the crowd control is, like, really, really tough. Like,
because of the dead ends. Like,
exactly. When it's crowded, it is really hard to navigate. Yeah. That's when I had a panic attack there. Literally. Famously.
What part were you at?
I was in the back.
Which back? There's like 17 back sections of the park.
I was like kind of near Toy Story Land, but like where like the Pixar like alleyway kind of is, where the old entrance of Toy Story Mania used to be. Yeah. It was right there.
Wow. That's not good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Rough.
My panic attack in Hollywood Studios was after riding Tower of Terror, and I'll tell you exactly why and how it happened. I was trying to act tough because it was the first time I had been to Disney with my then boyfriend, now husband, and it was the first park of the day, it was our first ride of the day, and I was like, oh my god, you've never done Tower? It's so fun, let's do it. I myself hadn't done it in like a decade. I was like, it's fine, whatever.
You were like, nope.
Bitch, yeah. So, first of all, it was July, because his birthday's in July, so it was hot as blazes, like, so dehydrated, standing outside, sweating, whatever. Yeah. Finally get through the queue into the like basement of the Hollywood Tower Hotel, whatever. We're in there, and like, switchbacks like the whole way, whatever. Yeah. Except, so I was like, okay, this is it, we probably have like 10-15 minutes, like take a breath, like this is what to expect. I was trying to like, yes, exactly. And I was trying to like calm him down, like whatever. And then they're like, we need a party of 2. Do we have any 2 riders? Oh, 2, you guys are 2?
Come on.
No time to mentally prepare. We had like just gotten inside, and I was like, we have 10 minutes. They were like, you're getting on this next one. I was like, oh fuck. And so we go get on the thing, and like, look, it is objectively like really fun. It's a really fun ride, but it's
scary.
It's scary as hell, and it's overwhelming.
Honestly, to this day, like, to me, that is the scariest ride.
I just wish it was like, and I feel like this about Guardians too, I'm like, I wish it was just like 10% less intense. I'm like, it's really fun, but I'm like,
no.
Just a little bit. Just take the edge off. Just the slightest bit.
The Tower of Terror in Tokyo Disney Sea is 10% less, and like, it's just not the same.
Yeah.
They drop, like, it's intense, but, like, you have a seatbelt over your, like, shoulder on that like version. A car seatbelt. So you're not, like, there's no, like, airtime or anything. Yeah. Like, I don't know, it's just, it doesn't hit the same. Yeah. I have to be honest.
Yeah.
It needs that extra 10.
I hated it. We got off, and literally I was, like, trying to keep my cool. Bitch, I looks like monster too. I was like, my face was like lopsided. I was like,
you had a boob fall out of your forehead.
Literally, I was like, my hands were like claws. I was like, I just need to sit down over here and have some ginger ale for a second. Like, I spent so much time in the gift shop after the ride, just like hee-hee-hooing, like breathing, trying to collect myself before we like moved on to the next thing. It was just a lot. Like, I just think it's the unexpected of it all.
I also just think that park is overwhelming. Like,
yeah, it is.
It is just very overwhelming.
It's my kingdom for some shade. I just want tree cover anywhere in that park.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Every part of that park is just like, you want to stand on a hot parking lot for 6 hours? Like,
here you go.
Like, I'm like, I get Epcot doesn't really have a lot, but Epcot there's more places to like duck in, and there's this little store, and there's this little thing, and whatever. Like, Magic Kingdom, for all of its faults, has good tree coverage generally. There's places to get shade. Like, obviously, Animal Kingdom, there's plenty of places to duck away in the shade. I just feel like it does not exist in Hollywood Studios. You're just standing on asphalt for hours, and it's like, this sucks. Which is why, to not talk shit on it entirely, at nighttime, incredible.
Oh, like, yeah. It's a way better park at night.
Oh, my God. Hollywood Studios at nighttime is that girl. It's amazing.
Fantastic.
So much fun.
I mean,
incredible.
Amazing.
So good. Hollywood's Tower Hotel.
At night. It looks amazing.
Toy Story Land at night. Amazing. Fun. Galaxy's Edge. Amazing.
Better at night.
So much fun. Like
at night.
At night. The hash slinging.
The hash slinging.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Hollywood Studios, at night.
At night, for sure.
It's that girl.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like, there have been some good stuff. So, I mean, there's things to be excited about. They're giving us the announcements. Things are moving and grooving. Like, it's happening.
We talked about the shows coming.
The shows are coming, Studios, which is fun. Got new concept art for both the show at Hollywood Studios and the nighttime parade at Magic, which is incredible. Speaking of nighttime, like
Star Sparkle,
Star Spangled Coochie. What is
it? Okay, we're gonna have to cut that.
I didn't say that. What?
Star Spangled Coochie.
What is it? Starlight Dream Magic Express?
I don't freaking know.
Okay.
Oh no, this Aperol Spritz is hitting. Oh my god.
That's good.
I guess it is good.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Yeah, you'll like it. It's sweet. Yeah. 2 double 7 and 7s. You'll like it. Yeah.
Where were we?
The Starlight Parade.
The Starlight Parade. Oh no,
it looks amazing.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be awesome.
That's the thing I'm looking forward to most.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, and it'll be here before you know it. It's like 6 months.
I know.
I mean, if I had to guess, I'm sure that it's like, knowing Disney and how far out they plan everything, like, I'm sure that those floats are made. Like, I'm sure it's, like, basically done. I'm sure they're just waiting for,
it's definitely done.
The summer peak to, like, kick in before they actually, like, roll it out. But, like, it's happening.
What's
and
happening?
The villain show looks so fun. Like,
it does.
The concept art.
Yeah, it does. It looks cool.
It'll be great.
I don't know, like, I'm more into Phantasmic and, like, nighttime shows. I don't know, like, going into a theater during the day at a Disney park is really, like, do it for me.
Yeah, but you have to look at it from the perspective of, again, where else are you going to get air conditioning and shade and need to sit down for a few minutes? Because, like, always, when I was younger, I loved the Indiana Jones stunt show.
Oh,
like,
me too.
I loved being able to, like, do that, you know, so.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I think it'll definitely find its place there. And it's smart of them to do it because they're definitely, like, beta testing, like, the appeal of, like, villains in Villains Land, so. I don't know, I think it'll be good.
Oh, what else? A Big Thunder Mountain under construction. Yep. Track redo.
Yep.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
I think it's going to be a vast improvement. It's, like, the only Big Thunder that didn't have the cool effects.
Yeah.
Still don't really know how it's going to fit in with freaking cars, but whatever.
Yeah, horrible.
We'll just hope for the best, I guess. Yeah. But Rivers of America is getting filled in very soon. Yeah. Do you know the month? I think it's literally like, well, they said 2025, so I don't know when, but...
Yeah, I wonder when it's happening. I know that right now, like, as we speak, they're starting the limited, like, closures of Princess Tati's Dip, like, in the evenings and stuff, which is not unusual because Splash famously did that every year in, like, January, February, too, just because it's, like, a slow time for that ride, because it's, like, who wants to ride a water ride when it's, like, 50 degrees in Florida?
Yeah.
And, like... I hope that they use this time to, like, troubleshoot it a little bit, because I did love it, but, like, obviously you've seen, like, there have been so many issues with, like, the animatronics and the timing of things and getting whatever, this computer to talk to this computer and the lighting and sound. So I hope that they use that time to, like, fine-tune it so that, like, its first full year in operation by, like, spring break, summertime, like, it's really, like, beautiful and the ride that it deserves to be.
Totally. I've heard it's definitely better at Disneyland.
Yeah.
But
even that, it's because they had more time. They had longer lead time.
They had more time. Yeah. I also, this is a rumor, but I have heard that, like, Frontierland still may be, like, completely redone. All right. Like, they're still, I think they're still, like, talking about it. Like, I think they could potentially change that whole, like, strip, the, like, main street in Frontierland.
Yeah.
To just, like, make more sense with, like, the cars, Tiana, like, I think it's going to be, like, I don't know if they're going to go with, like, Westernland. I think they honestly might rename it. There have been clues. I think they took down the Frontierland sign going from Adventureland to Frontierland.
Yeah.
And also near, like, when you're going from Liberty Square, and there was, like, a tiny Frontierland like sign, a hanging one, and I think that's down as well.
Wow.
So I don't know. I mean... Again, rumors.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But I would hope that they just...
Please make it cohesive.
Please make it cohesive.
Yeah, that's all I ask.
That's all I ask. I think They've surprised me in the recent past where I was, like, a little nervous about some things, and then it always ends up being better than I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
So, there's, like, a glimmer of hope.
Yeah.
I just really hate Cars. That's really it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Period.
Period.
Speaking of hating things, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back. We're back.
And we're back. Well, it's everyone's favorite time.
Drink or drag.
That's right. Yeah. So we were just discussing what we're going to do for our drink or drags. Now, for context, we never reveal to one another in advance what they are, because I want you to be caught off guard a little bit. Keep you on your toes. Of course. But I also just want to make sure that we're kind of in the same...
We have, like, a general, like...
Framework. Just like an idea.
Yeah.
Neighborhood. A ballpark.
A neighborhood. That's a good way to put it. Neighborhood.
Yeah.
You should go first, though, this week, because I went first last week, so I'll let you go.
Okay.
Let's see.
So, as we've been talking about kind of like movies, movie news, rumors, Disney live actions, obviously this is on the horizon in the next month or two, and there's so much to be said for it, but gosh, I'm just curious about how specific to get with it. But
get real specific.
Drink or drag, drink or drag the decision to handle the dwarves in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs the way that they did in the live action.
Literally the nightmare fuel.
Okay.
It's terrifying.
Okay. I'm like...
Okay, so a little bit of controversy.
Sure.
Peter Dinklage was very against them using little people in the movie.
Sure.
Which, I mean, it's so hard, because, like, I get it, but also, like, I don't know, is he taking away jobs from people that totally could
and like would
have
want
a job
to do that? Yeah.
And would want to do it? I don't know. It's not really for me to say, but I do think the incorrect route was making them CGI.
Yeah.
Frightening.
Yeah.
That... I would have rather they just, like, not use the dwarfs, or, like, make... I don't know, like...
That's why I'm saying, I'm like, see, it's complicated. I'm like, yes, drink or drag the, like, what they ended up with, because it's so horrifying. Yes. But, like, what's the alternative?
Like, what's the alternative? Or, honestly, like, Disney is just so annoying. Like...
Disney, if you're listening, we would love
to
stay
I love Disney.
At the Grand Floridian for free.
Yeah,
anytime.
I love you guys so much.
Yeah.
No, but, like, if you know you're gonna have this type of issue, controversy in the social climate we're in, like, why even, like, risk that? Like, nobody's begging you for a live action Snow White movie. Yeah. I mean, I love the Disney classics. I love seeing them redo them in live action most of the time. But, like, Snow White, I'm like, that is not
especially
really...
that one.
Especially that one, I'm like, I definitely don't need that one.
Yeah.
I do love the original movie, but, like, it does not translate to 2025, in my opinion, anyway. Yeah. So why are we trying to, like, put a square in a circle?
Yeah.
You know?
I think that the way... And I'm not saying I'm the expert in any way, but, like, I feel like if they were going to do it, and they didn't want to use, like, you know, little people actors, like, I think they would have to borrow from, like, Wish vibes, where it was, like, they're just sort of, like, a ragtag group of friends, and, like, there's, like, a fat one, and a short one, and a tall one, and one has a cane, and you know what I mean? Like, do that. Exactly. And they're all different races, and they're all, like...
And that could have worked, but... They already used that little thing for Wish.
But when they did it in Wish, it literally was supposed to be the Seven Dwarfs.
I know, which was stupid. That movie sucked.
See, I disagree with you. I loved it. But
I hated that movie. That honestly might be it is my least favorite animated Disney movie.
Wow.
I know. And it's so sad because I love a princess movie.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah. Not officially a princess yet, but maybe they'll make the announcement during World Princess Week this year. We'll see.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's my thing. I'm like, controversial, yes. Like, I agree with you on its face. Like, drag, where they ended up with the dwarves was like, yikes. Understood why they got there. Wish it was kind of different somehow.
I don't know. Like, sometimes I'm just like, I don't get, like, who is making these creative decisions and think, like, this is a good idea.
It's not great. Can't wait to see it.
Hire me.
Yeah. We'll be there soon.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still going to go see it, of course.
Yeah, we are. It's going to be a whole episode about it. We're already plotting. We're already talking about how we're going to have to go see it and then give you a reaction. Because, honey, it's going to need to be Disgust.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of disgust.
My drink or drag. Okay. Drink or drag.
Oh, God. I have my drink ready just in case.
I was drinking even though I dragged it anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Whatever. Drink or drag. Emma Watson.
Oh, wow.
As Belle in Beauty and the Beast live action.
Okay. So... Oh, God. Okay, so I have, like, some complicated feelings about it. I think that, like, spiritually, the characters there, like Hermione Granger, Belle, it's kind of like a one-to-one. Like, it makes sense. Like, she's, like, so bookish and smart and, like, nerdy and whatever. And, like, I think aesthetically, she's giving. Like, she
looks amazing in it. I mean...
I don't like the yellow dress, but I do love her, like, blue, you know... poor provincial town outfit. Like, loved that look. I thought the little red, like, Christmas outfit, there's something sweet, like, was cute. That was cute. Yeah. I liked the wedding dress at the very end, like, when he's a human again and they're, like, dancing together. Dress. It's, like, white and it has, like, pink, like, floral on it. Pretty. The yellow, not for me. The singing.
That's the thing. That is the thing.
Is not good, but...
And auto-tuned.
Of course. All of it is, though.
Yeah.
Everyone's is. Yeah. So, whatever. But... I will come out as saying, I think that people are, like, disproportionately harsh on it. It's not literally the worst thing ever. No, Everyone acts like it's literally, like, the worst thing I've ever heard. I'm like, it's fine.
Beauty and the Beast is, like, probably my... It might be my first favorite live-action remake.
Really?
Yes, I just
Even more than Aladdin?
I hate Aladdin.
I thought you loved it.
I don't hate it and I don't love it. It's definitely because I don't know, I just feel like, again, creatively, I just don't necessarily agree with some of the decisions that they made.
Sure.
Specifically, Aladdin should have not had a shirt on.
Amen. And neither should have Jafar, honey. He was hot as hell.
And Jafar should have been giving old queen.
Creepy old queen. Not sexy young daddy.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I mean, just little things like that kind of threw me off.
It was sexy young
But
daddy.
visually, I do think, like, that aesthetic, like, the Bollywood vibe, I did love that.
Oh, so good.
Really good. Costumes were great. Except for the
beautiful gowns. Gorgeous
No,
gowns.
but I loved Beauty and the Beast. I really, like, when
I did too. I just rewatched it the other day.
Me too. Like, last week.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, my controversial take is, like, here, you heard it here first. I'm going to drink to it. I think Emma Watson is great. I'm sorry. I think that people are too harsh on her.
Okay, so I think they're too harsh on her, but also...
I'm not saying it was good.
Do I think that if it was cast differently, it maybe could have been a little better? Yeah.
Yeah. Are there better brown-haired singers in the world? Yeah, duh. But, like...
You know what also kind of threw me the last time I watched Beauty and the Beast? It didn't throw me, but I was just like, oh, this is like... The transformation scene in the live action is not good.
It's not it, yeah.
Like,
the animated... Such, like, an iconic moment.
The animated is so incredible.
Borderline gave me a foot fetish.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's like, look at my hot toes.
Yeah. Like...
Oh my god, you know what? Talk about actual foot fetish in that movie? Gaston's big toes sticking out of his sock. When he puts his feet on the thing and it's just boom, and you're like...
You just know that stinks.
But little me, I was sitting there watching that being like, Mommy!
And every last inch of him was covered in hair.
Every last inch, honey. What inches was he talking about?
His toe.
Yeah. His big toe.
His big toe.
Yeah. So crazy.
But anyway, also, transformation scene... Emma Watson's performance also in that scene, it was giving... She was not able to give any emotion.
She wasn't delivering.
She wasn't delivering the emotion I felt that it deserved.
Sure.
It was very like...
Yeah. You're right.
I was like, wow. Okay.
I don't know if she had just gotten Botox or something, but her eyebrows are doing a weird thing, too. There's like a weird, like...
She's like, I love you.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
All right.
That's believable. Please. Give me a break.
But what felt true to form was, like, much like Belle in the animated, in the original version, when he turns back into a man, she's like, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
She's like, I wanted to fuck you so much more when you were a cat.
Beast.
Yeah.
A giant lion.
Pig.
Bison.
Wildebeest.
Bison.
It's really a bison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
God, so weird.
Disney really messed us up as kids.
So wild. Well, if that's all...
That's it.
Listen, that was a great episode. I've had a lot of fun.
Really
just
fun.
Really
not drunk. That was one drink, but I definitely
made it count. Yeah. Why does every episode, at some point, usually several points, end up with us just like thirsting over so many, usually Disney characters? Honestly,
which is so. Ugh, I hope no kids listen to this.
I know. Well, they shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't. Don't listen to it.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Mommies and daddies, don't let your little ones listen.
No.
But Disney, we're still very family friendly if you want to ever...
Oh, yeah. Definitely take us... Actually, where would your... Oh, no, I'm not getting into it right now.
Take them to the moon.
Take me to the Wish. The Disney Wish.
That would be fun.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to a park.
We will. Okay. Speaking of manifesting.
Oh, the planets.
Yeah. And while we're manifesting, I want to manifest each and every person out there likes, follows, subscribes on everything.
Period.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in to us every week. We love doing this, but make sure you actually do it. Like, follow us on Spotify, rate and review the episodes, comment. We're here. Talk to us in the DMs. You know what I mean? We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. Come find us. We're here to talk. Lord knows we love to talk. You've been listening as long. So.
What did we even talk about?
All of it. And there's so much more to come. Award season is still...
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot
We're just getting into it.
Oh, yeah. It's good.
Well.
Until next time, I'm Eric.
And I'm Nick.
And this was Just To It. And we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.